The last time we saw you was the closing night of the BFI for the Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Believe it? I can't believe it.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, so they say.
And you've obviously been having fun making your new feature film that is now back into the festival. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Well, it was a novel I'd always wanted to do. On BBC One on a Sunday night in the 1970s, they had a drama serial, and I saw it then. And I've wanted to do it for 18 years. We got to do it. So I'm thrilled about that.
Is it difficult when you're optioning books and plays? Because obviously that's something that you've worked with before, but is it always a difficulty?
It's not so much getting the clearance for the book, because we had that. The difficulty is getting the finance. And in this country, it's very, very hard. If you are not part of the mainstream, which I'm not, and if you're prepared to cast people who are not known as the main characters, which I am, and I think it's important, and I'll always fight for that, unfortunately, interest rapidly disappears.
The thing is, we all want to be creative in the film industry, but it actually takes money to be creative, doesn't it? And unfortunately, it does boil down to having the right amount of money to make the right film, doesn't it, sadly?
Yes, but the point is, what is the point of casting people who are not right for the roles and paying them a lot of money? I mean, because you only know that after the fact. When you see someone in an audition, you think, that's got to be it. And I don't care if nobody knows them. That's not the point. They will be good in that role, and they'll make it true. And I'm not one for, I'm not Hollywood material at all. All these big names and all that. I just think it's silly.
Well, and I suppose as well, this is why the BFI and festivals of this ilk are important, because they recognise your work and work of many others that won't compromise.
Yes, more importantly, they encourage people to make their first films, and God knows it's hard. And the BFI are glorious, just glorious, the way they've helped people. Even in the early days when they had hardly any money, and that's important. And this as a backup to that that's just perfect.